Now you're robotic.
Hold on. Sound better?
Yep.
Yeah, much.
And of course, because of all this stuff, I'm behind on my setup because... Oh, by the way, for all the people out there who might be listening, hello and welcome to Speakers of Legend, the Daughters of where we do the adapted Daughters of Fury module. This is scaled up to level 10 to 13 rather than levels 3 to 6, because we're going to have a bit of fun with this.
We're going to be finding some...
has left the game for reasons unknown, so we will be putting Forging New Gods on hiatus while I decide what to do about that. So we'll be coming at you with another campaign after this, which I'm not sure what it'll be. I'm going to have to get the party to vote on that. For you guys, the options will be coming out either later tonight or tomorrow.
Can't wait.
And just as a small warning to anyone who's looking for a streaming laptop, avoid the Acer Nitro 5 like the plague. I've had 4 breakdowns in less than 9 months.
Oh, I would have just said avoid laptops at all costs.
Yeah, well,
personally.
You don't have the space or the money to get a computer?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with him before, so...
I'll put it this way, if I wanted to get a laptop with similar... If I wanted to get a computer with similar specs to this, I would be spending most of my life savings.
Oh, Magnus, you're gonna like John. He's at least, even if it's only this few going to the SWAR, I can already tell he's also a computer now. And for anyone, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, sounds good to me.
And for anyone who's about to ask, yes, Magnus is his actual name.
That'd be me.
So, how's everyone apart from me going through my recent laptop-based rage fit?
Well, I'm on antibiotics now, so at least I'm starting to feel better.
Glad to hear you're feeling at least a little bit better.
Well, we do have a plague doctor in the group. They could take care of you.
And I can use inspiration on heal checks as long as I'm trained, and I am. I also have lesser and... Well, I also have lesser restoration. I don't think I have restoration yet.
Nah, I have restoration and resurrection.
Thank you.
See?
Well, that's why you're our healer.
Yeah, long live past life spells.
Ah, yes, the advantages of playing Gay Samsaran. So, anything happened in any games recently that was any fun, folks? Just for whilst I'm setting up, because, well, computer had, as I was mentioning to the players, folks, yeah, my computer had a wee bit of a breakdown just before the session, and took close to a quarter of an hour to boot back up after restarting.
Well, an interesting bit was, at least a couple of interesting bits was, in my Nana's Friday game, I missed out on us watching our Minotaur Unchained Monk. It is as terrifying as it sounds. It hit with a maximized innervation spell.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
That probably wasn't pretty.
It wasn't, and even I wasn't there to see it.
No.
Innervation is basically a spell that makes you take negative levels, and Monk is a class pretty much based on level. Pretty much all of its abilities is based on its level.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a nasty combination. I commend the GM for pulling it off.
Thankfully, Sam Minotaur during the rematch managed to beat him to a pulp.
Well, yes, it's
So, Casper got caught in black tentacles.
least it didn't turn out like a certain infamous forum post about a certain cleric of Serenrai. I was reading about a little while back. Apparently there was someone playing through Legacy of Fire AP, and basically her female cleric of Serenrai got basically if she got attacked by something with tentacles, they crit. Completely unintentional, just happened all the time. And considering this was and you can imagine many jokes were made.
Yeah, actually, there was a very amusing thing. Me and some friends are playing both Hell's Vengeance and Hell's Rebel. We're kind of switching off every other week or so. In the Evil campaign, I am playing an Asmar Eldred Scoundrel. One of my teammates picked up a crossbow. I used Mage Hand to set the thing off and killed a dog. And tricked the person who was holding the crossbow into believing they killed the dog.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's a whole new level of evil.
That's... Oh.
I commend your GM for letting you do that, because I will admit, in my experience, the Hell's Rebels campaign is tame as all hell when it comes to the absolute...
we basically have a rule where there is a puppy to camera left that we can kick or kill if we feel like we're being too nice.
You told me about that before.
Yeah. Mine has become, every time I see it, I turn into a football.
Just because you're evil doesn't mean you have to kick puppies.
No, because technically in-game, being an Asmar, she is technically a slave to one of the other PCs who's being an absolute dick, so it's a, damn it, I can't, we've already said no PvP. I need to take my anger out on something. Oh, hey, look, a puppy.
You can do it on cats. I mean, at least they deserve it.
Nah, my character has a utter hatred of serpents. Cats kill snakes, so not gonna kill a cat.
Okay, folks, I'm going to bring you through in just a second, and then we'll be ready to start.
Yay!
So, as of this... Okay, so, how you got brought together... Well, so obviously you're an established adventuring party. You'd kind of have to be at level 10. And during a previous job, you met with a... Oh, blast it all. A man by the name of Arwyll, who has since contacted you about 2 weeks ago to discuss issues, to request your help with an increasing number of Orcish raids on the town of on the small mining town of Arwyll Stead, which is on the border between Lastwall and the hold of Belkzen. Lovely place to live, eh? Right on the border between the Holy Knights and the Orcish tribe lands. Just where you want to live.
So, those are barbarians. Not sure which is worse.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, the Knights are alright, but yeah, the Orcs are a bit of a... I mean, they're not quite as bad as some of the old adaptations, obviously, in the Hold of Belkzen, because they can actually be organised. But, yes. And at least they don't have the common cannibalism thing that was running through certain early versions of Orcs.
Yeah.
Which did make me laugh once when I was trying to put together a Forgotten Realms game, and I had someone who wanted to play a good aligned paladin of Grumsh.
Oh.
Dude,
That just doesn't happen.
It's like, Apparently, his GM had, because he liked playing good orcs, had basically completely retooled Grumsh to be a good god, and basically be the redeemer of orcs, and it's like, okay, no wonder you're confused.
Ah,
You might want to read up on the actual, canon iteration of what Old One-Eye does before you try playing a paladin.
Yeah, a little bit. And Chris, check the stream because it's currently not showing for me.
Wait, it's not showing at all?
Take a look because I don't know if I'm just not loading it or what.
Okay, right. Just give me a second.
What's the link for it?
I'll post it in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay, yeah, okay, it seems to be loading up, but
Oh, there we go.
just buffering.
Yep, I can see it now. Nope, it's loading now.
Okay, and it's loading for me as well, so it might have just been computer problems.
Just change. Why is that? That's a strange map to be showing there that's not showing on our side.
Because we haven't been moved to that map yet.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically, we're cheating by.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's basically tied to your. So yeah.
All right.
So you come in.
Let's see here.
And you see a half-orc woman with a bow out, standing in front of a grey dog of some variety, and in front of you, and clearly attacking her, are a large number of devils. Anyone wants to make a knowledge planes check, they can try and identify them.
I would definitely
Curious.
like to try.
It's kind of my thing, so I have to.
Okay.
Alright, knowledge plate.
And
Knowledge
because
Knowledge,
I can, I'm going to add inspiration. And it didn't roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I have to make it that.
Okay. Well, you've all got enough to recognise them anyway. You have in front of you a quartet, although there are more dead, of Garves or host devils. Some of the hunters of hell, normally assigned to either hunt targets or escaped souls of hell. And in between the four of them is a Magav, or greater host devil. So that is the lesser host devil. Oh, can you all see that all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the greater host devil.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pulling out my wand of gravity bow and tapping it onto my bow.
Oh, shine.
Kiri has already cast Communal Protection from Evil.
Yeah, I just got to account for certain changes because they should technically be injured already.
And also, a quick question. Would you guys be happy if you had Communal Airwalk? Because I can give you, because we can have Communal Airwalk.
Let me check.
Doesn't that make us smoke or something? Or no? I think it's something.
No, it means we walk on air. Past lives are fun.
Yes, you have. Yes, past life spells are very. Yes, the Samsara past life ability is a scary ass spell. Or scary ass spell. Still find it funniest that you can do things like give a witch, wizard, and sorcerer spells, which can be absolutely broken in the right combinations, or vice versa. Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking Windwalk.
Yeah, it could be good.
Just be a second, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the joys of when your computer decides to break mean, and you can't do all your needed setup.
Well, good news. It looks like Shane and Nash who joined us in game call.
Yeah. You guys alright?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Shane, I didn't even hear you join.
Sneaky like
They're
that.
ninjas.
Oh, I have no desire to see you lot with even.
And my dog now goes and hides in a corner. Apparently that was a very bad joke.
Yeah, I've heard worse. Many, many times. So, yeah. So, does anyone want any information on the host devils in regards to abilities and all that?
Yes, let's hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when the thing decides to freeze on me. I think I might be the first person to have a tech-related aneurysm if it's... Okay, they're immune to fire and poison. They have resistance to acid and cold, and damage reduction 5.
They resist acid and
Cold.
Yeah. And have damage
Okay.
reduction 5 good. They also have a noxious breath ability, which only has a 5-foot range, but and it sickens for 1d4 rounds. Also, they have the ability to share senses, which means all Garvs and Margarvs within 100 feet of one another share the same senses. Makes them excellent pack hunters. And for the greater, there's any additions to what was already listed. Oh, they also have a bonus towards grappling.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
Go ahead.
in addition, what do I see how they're looking wise due to the Death Watch eyes that I have?
Ah, right. They're worse for wear. They are. The best off of them is the Margarv, and even that's taken over a third of its health.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Apparently, between the other corpses on the ground and the half-orc with the bow, apparently these things have been taking quite the pounding. I'd say just be a second whilst I find my last bit of note, because yeah, joys of when something decides it needs to force a shutdown and it doesn't save properly. Is it alright?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're trying to get Nash in on the...
yeah, he's in the game.
He did say he was taking care of that fire, though, so it could be he's still dealing with that, but had already logged into the game.
I only saw him join the game recently.
Yeah.
Fair enough, then. Not sure, but that was just, potential thought and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when I...
Should we describe our characters while you're going through all that?
What was that, Chris?
I was just saying, go with that Anna's suggestion to describe your characters whilst we're waiting for the setup to finish up.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, Yes, I will. Am I even on? Yeah, I'm on. All right. Just making sure. I do tend to mute myself, especially if I'm doing something in the background that causes noise, and I forget. My character's Jolene, an ice witch. She's about 5'5", about 145 pounds, soaking wet. Long white hair with ice blue eyes. The hair does tend to look like it moves on its own. She's pretty, but not too pretty. But not beautiful. If you can understand that. Seeing as we are an established group, the other characters probably would know that from her background that she is on the run from her great-grandmother in Irisen.
Oh dear.
Yes, great-grandma is Baba Yaga.
Well, you're an ice witch, so makes sense.
Yes, I am an ice witch, so, and I am technically nobility in Irisen, but Jolene does not agree with her grandmother's ways of running things and ran away. And this just seemed like a good area to hide because, you know, you got the super good on one side and the really bad people on the other, so I kind of in the middle, and they kind of negate being able to find me in here. And, well, like I said, she is a winter witch. Racial-wise, not completely human. But, yeah. Oh, you all probably would have found out by now, too, with the level we're at. Yeah, she is a kitsune. And, of an Arctic fox descent. So when she shape changes, she turns into a completely white fox.
And I don't think there's a force in history that could actually make her not become an ice witch with that sort of birth and setup.
Pretty much. And that's about all I got right now.
No problem. After all, these are just the module ones, so don't need to be as mad as I normally am when it comes to background.
Oh yeah, for the campaign, the character I got set for that. Yeah, I got a lot more detailed background for him.
Yeah, I'm basically going to be telling all of mine in my own introduction.
All right.
All right. Sorry,
who's
could I
going
go? I thought you were about to go, but I can go next.
Yeah, you go ahead and go next. I'll go after.
You see a man. He's no, very well. He's an Aasimar at this point. You see, his name is Ilan Derwu. He's an inquisitor of Sarenrae. He's had a completely normal life. Willingly gave himself to the church. Happy family. Lived a not rich but happy life. He seems completely disturbed by the idea that so many people adventurers all seem to have such rotten lives. It seems completely alien to him.
I've played your character before.
Seems perfect for this.
Perfectly normal childhood. Nothing went wrong. He just felt like going out and doing something.
Seemed too perfect for a short campaign like this.
Alright. Okay.
He's blonde hair, dark green eyes, tan skin. Almost constantly seems to smile, even when he's trying to scare the hell out of someone. 5'10". 5'10". He's been known to snipe he's been known to snipe the wings off flies at 100 feet with his bow.
Sorry to ask, Anna, Kiri, what's your initiative modifier?
4.
Okay, yeah, thought so. Just have to make sure that I'm not fairly sure that Claudius would be before then, so yeah.
Yeah, I have a +6 initiative modifier, so.
And,
+11.
Yeah.
Oh, and hang on. Arco, what's yours? Oh, thank you.
He seems to carry next to nothing. He has a bag of holding. He has an efficient quiver. He has next to no carry weight. All he wears is a mithril chain shirt and a buckler. He doesn't need to sleep. He has a horse carrying around. He probably lives the most comfortable existence out of anyone in the party, even though he spends most of his time in the woods. Even his jacket that he has is a constant endure elements on it.
Okay.
All
right. Candy is a bit more of a matronly figure for the group. She's not tall, but she isn't short either. She's relatively good looking. This is her third reincarnation, and she doesn't really know much about her past, but she knows each incarnation she has in some way served Sarenrae as a cleric or an oracle. This life it was an oracle. On her hand there is a birthmark of Sarenrae, and that she uses instead of a holy symbol. She has no doubt gotten on nerves of the other members of the party, given that she sees them all as her children. Has had a habit of cupping them on the side of the head when they've used profanity. On the one case of at least one member of the party probably tried to wash their mouths off with soap. Has been the mom that talks about the most embarrassing moments that she's ever seen when they have tried to have one night stand. But she loves them all, you know, we're all family, and we have to make sure we're okay. She wears armor that is emblazoned with Sarenrae, and is mild-mannered pretty much, and like our Inquisitor, she just kind of knew this is what she was going to do. And keep doing it until it's fun, until it's at the point where Sarenrae no longer needs her around anymore. So she has a strange view of death, because for her, very much a transitional period. So if she can't save someone, she doesn't really take it to heart like other people probably do.
And as per usual, when someone else gets talking during character introduction, I immediately remember a bunch of things I left out.
Oh boy. Always do that.
Ilan is also an inquisitor of Sarenrae, if I could let that out.
No, you didn't.
He also has a birthmarked holy symbol, since we both took that character trait. He's been working with our Plague Mask friend longer than anyone else in the rest of the party. They've two been partnered together for some time.
And I think with the being mentioned, I will go next. You would know Claudius as a rather rough individual, orphaned at a younger age than would have been great. Spent most of his time just trying to survive or in a library. The city he grew up in, he read as many of the books in that library until he ran out of books to read, and that is how he became the, well, intelligent but lacking tact of an individual that he is. Anybody that's seen him without his mask or without his long tattered jacket would know that he's a pale elf. About 5'9", wiry 220 pounds, and no hair with green eyes. He always says that the hair would get in the way of the seal of the mask. So he never lets it grow.
At least it's not the usual reason for why anyone with alchemical skill is bald.
No, he's... One of the few things that's gone right with him is alchemy. He's managed to not have any major mishaps with alchemy in his time practicing alchemy. Though he has burnt down one lab.
For most alchemists, what I understand, nigh on miraculous. It's only you've not burnt down double digits.
Yeah. Like I said, the one thing that goes right in his life is part of his job. Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, okay, so... Jazara, do you want to go next, or...?
Sure. She's, to put it simply, she's a firecracker. She will, as smart as she is, she will still jump in to a fight with sword blazing. Where's her? She stands about 5'7", about 160 pounds, flame red hair that seems to flicker and weave about like real flames, orange eyes, brass colored skin, and she's always carrying around her bastard sword, which is sort of odd for a arcanist. As you guys probably would have known when you first met her, she actually follows Saren Ray, although it was a decision made further in her life after some events happened, and she prayed to the gods for help, and Saren Ray was the one who answered. And she's constantly wearing clothes in reds, oranges, and yellows, and she's got this huge silver angelic ankh that hangs from her neck, or belt, I should say. And that's about it.
Okay, so
I guess that leaves me. Name's Aka, last name Manto. Not much to say about appearances. He's a big guy. He carries a big stick. He's pretty quiet. He is a Hunger Seed, which is a Oni tiefling. And he carries around a Tetsubo. And he knows how to use it fairly well. And the weird thing is he kind of latched onto this group because it seemed like they were all followers of the Dawnflower, which is his chosen deity as well as he's a paladin. And it felt like a good group. He gets to pound evil. He's happy.
For reference's sake, I don't think any of us actually planned this whole Saren Ray upset.
Nope.
No, we didn't. It was actually kind of impressive.
And Shane, I've played a character just like yours before.
Oh, this is rather amusing. I did not expect us to have the walking church of the dawn before.
Right?
Wow. Claudius stands out with that. He doesn't follow anyone.
Well, I don't worship Saren Ray either, so.
Well, considering
My deity's the elemental lord of ice.
Yeah, there's enough of it that does. It will make up for it.
It would be kind of strange if you did.
That would be Copper Sense the Sad Clown. I believe.
Hello, everyone.
So, what's Copper looking like today?
Hey, Nashi.
Disguise.
Copper Sense used to be a clown with a large carnival before all of them passed away unexpectedly during the night due to unforeseen circumstances in no way connected to himself. He is a follower of Desna, and as a clown, his specialty was cynical humor and throwing knives. And now he takes that on the road as an adventurer, making puns at other people's deaths. And as far as anybody knows, he is all alignments. So it seems to change daily.
I like him already.
I think that's the first time I've ever encountered a way for a character where the player has officially made an excuse for them making bad puns. Okay, Nashi, since you weren't here earlier, we have a group of lesser and one greater host devil who have apparently attacked a caravan and have currently got a half-orc woman with and a dog or wolf of some variety pinned down in the forest.
Also, by the way, every day I take upon the vestige of somebody in the group.
Oh, that's not going to be creepy at all. If you could just give me an initiative roll for Copper Sense, then. Okay, what's your initiative modifier to ask?
8.
Damn, he's close to yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the setup then. Right, Ilan, you're up first, and and there are devils in range. Why do I get the feeling we're about to see the archery machine gun?
Not yet. I've got some stuff I need to set up.
Well, I know you've already got your wanders gravity bow, so.
Yep. I'm activating my tactician ability. This is only going to really count for Copper Sense. He's the only other ranged fighter. I use an standard action to activate tactician, which basically we're going to, for the next 8 rounds, we're going to share share the teamwork feat, target of opportunity. When anybody makes a ranged attack, we can spend an immediate action to take another attack. Then, as a swift action, I'm going to activate. I'm going to declare judgment on the greater host demon. By the flame of the Dawnflower, I demand your destruction. I declare what's it called? I demand judgment. I judge you. I judge that you must face justice. So I get a +3 to all attack rolls.
Oh boy.
Movement. I'll go over here.
You'll be getting two benefits of 2 different judgments. Because at level 8 you get your second judgment.
All right. What else?
Let's see. You could get the.
My bow's already aligned. I'm gonna go with protection. So +3 to my AC. So I'm up to 28.
And behold how broken this group can be already.
That'll be it for me.
Okay. When you call out, you do notice that the half-orc woman seems to be relieved. Jazara, you're up.
I will also say just for where since I know that measuring, I did all that before I moved.
I figured.
All right, so she's going to do this, and unfortunately, what was his name again?
Dylan.
Ilan won't be included since he's more than 30 feet away of, well, them two, I think.
Let me just double check, but I think you're right.
But everyone else gets hasted, whatever. But yeah.
And switch to a 60 foot.
If you're putting it on everybody, I think it should. I'm still within 30 feet of our paladin.
Oh, is that how it works?
No.
One creature per level, no two of which could be more than 30 feet apart.
Yeah.
So this person here and this person here are more than 30 feet apart.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, dude.
Yeah, but I'm regretting that movement. I'm the second reason I'm regretting that movement.
Yeah. All right, and that's gonna be. Oh, I know. She can move. That's right. So. She'll moves right there. And let me add in her stuff. And that's it.
Okay. So now we have Copper Sense. You're up.
Character will sigh, move forward grudgingly.
And runs back.
I actually left the thing, so I had to click back on it to see how far I was going.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to look at that. And then I'm going to remove the memory that I looked at it. And then I'm going to throw my my knife at it.
Okay, I'm going to ask if they remove the memory thing just a flavor thing, or am I looking at...
Essentially, it says that I can remove the memory that I used my stare at it.
Ah, you're using the stare.
So,
okay, I just wanted to make sure about that.
Yeah, so it effectively doesn't detect that I used a stare at it.
Okay, so
And since I stared at it, I'm guessing that it's evil, so now I detect as evil. Great.
Okay. Sorry. Still getting used to the mesmerist. Haven't seen...
And then I need to throw one more. Just take the first attack, don't take the second attack for haste, and add +1 to the attacks. I forgot to.
Okay, well...
So ignore the second attack of the second thing.
So they were both hit, and what's the untyped magical? Is that just...
Oh, that's from my painful stare.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You need to mention what stare you're using if you're going to...
Oh no, the painful stare just adds on. Like, I can do it as a free action. So I just use it on my own attacks.
Okay. Let's see, that's 9, 16, 25...
How are you full attacking?
Oh yeah. Well, you take the first one. I forgot about that. I spaced.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Easy enough
completely
after
ignore
a couple of weeks
the
since we played.
completely ignore the other two, the other three attacks. Just the first one.
Yeah. Okay, well, easy enough done. As I say, it's been a few weeks since we've played. So, Kiri, is it, or how would it be for your name?
Kitty.
Kiri. Right. You're up.
Doesn't the other person get an attack if he wants to?
I'm not within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's within 30 feet.
That's the first reason why I regretted moving.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So on main dude here, casting Blood of the Mark needs to make a DC 17 fort save, or it's going to take 2d6 bleed damage for the next 10 rounds.
That's a little bit brutal. Let's see. Fort saves. Okay.
There's another reason I'm doing this too, which I will let everyone know later. Ah! Damn it!
And once again, the only thing I can take as a GM is my save rolls. Everything else goes to crap. But the save rolls.
Oh, that was.
Well, that's been more or less true on
cool.
Saturdays lately, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
that's what I was meaning.
I'm gonna.
Between Saturdays and Sundays, the only saves I can make are my rolls to save.
Come on, hold on. Okay. Alright, gonna move behind this. And also, as of right now, I can only understand Celestial and the language of the fire plane, which I can't pronounce for the life of me right now. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna be right behind her.
Yep.
Okay, so. Okay, so let's see.
Alright, let's see.
He should be a lot better than that.
Oh, goody. Next round's gonna be fun.
Why does that make me worried? Alright, it's you lot. There's always a reason to be worried with you lot.
You make it sound like we're whole people.
From my monster's perspective, you probably are.
We weren't doing anything wrong. We were just out here raiding a caravan like we do every day, and then these adventurers come along and beat the living tar out of us. Without even so much of a how do you do?
Yeah, they'd probably preferred a warning in triplicate. These are devils, after all.
Yep. Well, they just got their warning.
We're not evil. We're just misunderstood.
Okay, so.
Alright, okay, now it's time for the first of the lesser host devils.
And remember, protection from evil is up for.
Yeah, protection from evil, so you get a plus, so you get an additional bonus to your AC, correct?
Yep. For anything evil.
Just be a second whilst I double check the attack rolls for these little buggers. Okay. So, first one's going to go and take a swing at the orc. And miss horribly. Once again, I am true to form. second one, yep, is going to advance and attack Jizara.
Yeah.
So
No.
I didn't think so.
I think the only person in the party who would have hit with that attack is me.
Well, let's be honest. We knew for a fact that my rolls tend to be riper than weak old manure. And the greater one is going to move over and give Copper Sense a whack. You're the only one to have spiked him so far. 20 to hit, Copper Sense?
Nope.
This is the joy of dealing with parties that make themselves tanks. At least I don't have to deal with the fuzzy cruise missile this time.
I'm a sad clown.
So, Aka, you're up.
Aka takes note of the one that's attacking the half-orc and will smite that person.
Okay.
As soon as I get my character sheet up.
It's a hell of a smite from that distance.
Well, I'm guessing it's a charging smite of some variety.
Yep.
Okay. I'm thinking either he's using a ranged weapon or he's doing something else to get them much closer.
Yep, that's a charge.
Scariest charge to ever be seen with the Tetsubo.
And so this attack will be plus.
Ouch.
What the hell?
Dang!
Hang on.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, I'm just
Dang!
Yeah, that's-
to make sure I'm reading this right.
Well, part of it is the bonus he gets from the smite, so.
Yeah. But you can understand my mind going, but yes, that hits.
Chris, is that like double his AC or something?
More than that.
But
He's a 10th level fighter type, so he's got a plus 10 base attack bonus. At 10th level, the smite is plus 10. There's a plus 20 to hit before you add in his strength or any other modifiers.
but just to confirm, that does hit, right?
Yeah.
There's no dismissal or blur or anything else going on.
I think you now missed the furry cruise missile.
Okay, so here. So you're right. Because here's the damage.
Okay.
Holy crap!
What?
How?
Wow!
Okay.
I'm going to have to ask how you get the 239.
Yeah, the 239 is from a crit, but that's not a crit, so just take the 59.
Even still, how?
Four times weapon?
Yeah, Tetsubo is a 4 times weapon. There is that.
Yeah.
And the smite again. The additional damage from the smite is part of what's doing it.
Yeah, just
never mind. I'm not.
It did a critical damage for some reason. On the
I'm
character sheet.
I'm not in any way familiar with
Paladins.
I'm barely familiar with Pathfinder at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You kill the devil and they will half work by proximity.
Okay, so this is going to be the regular full attack instead of a single. So just take the damage from it.
Yeah, I have done, and
There we go. So 61.
you can only do a single attack on
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it-
that's
For some
what I'm
reason, the
saying.
macros are having us do multiple.
Okay.
So
Tax.
just the damage from that, the 61 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was meaning surely the first one should have been the only one you could have done because, you charged.
yeah, no, they.
Right. So what I did was I hit the first attack under the attack. I didn't roll the red. I just hit the plus 29 on my attack bonus, and it rolled the 40. So that was right, except for it didn't have the charge in there. It just didn't roll the damage for it.
Okay.
But when I rolled the damage by itself, it rolled it like it was an automatic crit or something.
Okay, well, either way, either one would have killed it anyway because it only had 15 health.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah, so that thing's a blood smear on your Tetsubo, and that's it.
I'm not even sure it's a blood smear. I think that might just be a fine red mist.
That's
Well,
how
the red mist can congeal on the Tetsubo.
We figured out how a martial character can cast disintegrate.
They got to be a paladin and is smiting evil and wielding a ×4 weapon.
That's just dumb.
Oh,
I love it.
I was gonna say that. I think
So I'm done.
I've never seen a paladin come close to doing what a magus does on a regular basis.
Well, the way to make a paladin not do that is tell him the enemy is neutral.
If you want to feel a
Less
little better,
damage,
Chris,
not evil.
Okay, Claudius, you're up.
if you want to feel a little better, I'll wait.
All right, so beings I'm affected by haste, that should be. Need to be. Okay, so swift action. Studied combat on that one.
Yeah.
And then. But.
Okay, I was just saying okay, dude. So, what are you doing?
Oh. Can I still make a full round of attacks?
No.
No, it's a
No, since you've moved.
Okay, makes sense. Got it. Then this will be just the first attack.
Okay, no problem.
Too bad. Second one's a crit.
Yeah, unfortunate, but
Small question. Actually, no, yeah, factoring in the
To be fair, it's a keen rapier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is what Chris is dreading me getting in the Saturday game.
Well, to be fair, I'm not-
agile, keen, and corrosive.
Not bad. It was when I was dealing with a keen rapier swashbuckler and a keen scimitar magus that I started to dread combat.
Don't worry, Chris. I've seen his build. He's not a crit fisher. Thankfully, his investigative strike doesn't even crit.
I'm not that bothered as I say, I'm fine with it on this one. It's just I now know how to deal with the crit fisher build, so I'm not as stressed about it anymore. It was just the first campaign for a while, and woof, those things were they caught me off guard, shall we say?
Now, Magnus, roll your strike damage already.
No, I can make my studied combat last for a total of 6 rounds. I'm keeping that bonus up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Jolene, you're up, or did you have anything you wanted to say? Dylan?
Actually, his damage is 5 more.
Oh,
He hit my stare target. I trigger the free action. He does 5 more damage.
oh, in which case, Claudia, how do you want to kill the greater host?
Oh. Peg it to the ground with my rapier, then pull it away.
And down we go. Jolene, you're up.
All right. Jolene
Please no Dolly Parton
Takes to the
references.
Flies to about. I'll put it right over here. That way I'm not under the other mark. And yeah, that's right. Here's, and yes, I say it in their language too, because I speak them all.
Yes, you are a polyglot.
May the souls of your enemies freeze you in your tomb. Ice Tomb Hex. Fort save DC 26.
Okay, and is it affecting both of them, or?
No, just the one. It's a single target one.
Okay, it's a fortitude save. Just give me a second whilst I double check their fortitude. Dear God, I don't think they can actually... Yes, they can, but only on a nat 20.
Oh, son of a...
What is it with me? And
You said nope.
What is it with me and save check?
The dice gods. They want to deny us.
Campaigns, guys, do not go with save-based characters. It is clearly a bad idea when I'm running Roll20.
Well, you failed your other saves and stuff earlier.
Yeah, he passed mine, which would have done a shit ton of damage.
That's true.
Hey, just target reflex saves or will saves. I can help you out.
Oh.
I got 2 different lockdown hexes, but Ice Tomb's one of them. Ice Tomb just has the higher save DC on it.
Is there anything else, Jolene?
Well, there's 4 cold damage.
To which one was
I don't know.
Oh.
It was the. Okay, just let me you remember their cold resistance is half of whatever it actually is to me.
Still enough to resist, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. It was a low damage roll on a 3-8. It was a really crappy damage roll for 3-8, actually, but...
Okay, time for... Kimmy, so how long does that give us to ask before you have to go?
About an hour and a half.
Okay, cool. We can wrap it in about an hour and a half, and then.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just so many people need rides today. I don't know why.
Well, I just tell them you're busy. That's what I'd do.
Yes, unfortunately, Kiri is the ever-present nice person who ends up giving lifts to everybody.
No, it's called I am the only person of my friends who has a car.
That's why you start charging. That's why you start charging people.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they pay for gas.
No, I used to charge anybody. Like, if I pick you up, it's $30.
None of my friends can afford that. Maybe, but they can't afford stuff like that.
They can afford to go out drinking on the weekends, but they can't afford to do that.
They don't.
No.
I'm picking people up from work.
Oh.
Oh, that's a bit different then. Yeah.
Okay, so now the half-orc gets to make her shot. Still manages to hit on rolling a 2.
Nice. Go half-orc person.
And can't really do any damage.
Pink.
Because once again, my dice hate me.
Apparently they loved you keep you from being locked down in an ice tomb.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay.
Oh, the only way I can save is roll the nat 20.
All right. So
They really don't like that half orc, do they?
Ooh, wrong button. Still a miss, but at least I'm on the right dice. Alright, now it's this one.
The one I tried to ice tomb.
Yeah.
Aka yells out, "No worries, I got this one."
Really?
What did you expect?
Really? Yeah.
I mean, you can try and freeze it.
Yeah. And, of course, he hits.
Oh.
Did it.
Thankfully, it's only a D8 plus 1. 4 damage. Oh, hope no
What's he using?
A spear. Hope no one can hear the noise going off around me, but...
I just hear tapping.
Okay, so... No, it's just one of the local shop alarms just started going off.
No, we didn't hear that.
Yeah, good.
Oh, the tapping might have been my keyboard.
That's pretty normal with Magnus and whenever he's in a game.
Sorry. Cherry MX Blue switches. Very clicky.
Just remind me to start... Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. Not done. Not done. Because my outfit that I'm wearing, the witching gown, has a permanent spite spell in it. The demon that just hit me
Devil.
needs a 22 force save to stop a fleshworm infestation from affecting it.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
Yeah, originally I was going to get the corset of dire witchcraft, but then I saw this and I said, "Ooh, the witching gown."
all right.
You all right? You take
Nice.
1d6 points of damage and 2 points of dex, and it's staggered. So,
You want to roll the d6 of damage?
all 1 point, and it's got to make that save every round for 10 rounds.
Oh.
Even if it succeeds one round, the next round it still needs to remake the save.
Yeah, that's a properly nasty spell.
Yeah. All right.
Reminds me of when
There's the fun part is I was looking at it and it's got the evil descriptor and I was like, well, technically I'm chaotic good, but there's nothing in the witch that says even being a good witch stops you from being able to cast evil spells. So I'm taking it.
Yeah, and it's only one, so it's... And to be fair, I don't run with the whole cast a certain number of evil spells switch alignment thing that Pathfinder introduced with Horror Adventures, because that's just... No... Oh.
I just love the fact that the two things that'll stop this spell, this thing will never use. Protection from evil and dispel evil.
Well, it could, but it would be painful.
Yeah. All right.
Ilan, you're up.
Right, he's going to fire this over here. Swift action. He's going to activate Greater Bane, Evil Outsider.
Oh, squish.
Alright, he's going to look at the one attacking our friend here. He goes, oh, come on, leave the nice ice queen alone. He actually means that in the literal sense.
That's one of the running... Why do I get the feeling that might be one of the running jokes?
Oh, goody.
Full attack, first one at the... yeah. We need to put names on these tokens. I'll ping the ones in order.
Yeah, well...
If you can see that one.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right.
so that'd be all 3 of them down.
Damn.
And this is why. Go ahead.
Just like, why not go over and align for weapon? But okay. This works too.
And this, you guys will know, this is why Ilm basically carries about 200 arrows in his bag of holding.
Mhm.
I've just gone and got the enchantment for infinite ammo.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's a +2 enchantment that basically lets you automatically, whenever you draw back your bow, place a non-magical arrow into the bow.
Any type of non-magical arrow?
It's just a standard non-magical arrow.
Mhm.
Darn. 'Cause I
Yeah,
can
you
shoot
won't be
pheromone
putting like
arrows and everything.
adamantine or mithril arrows or anything like that in there.
Well, no, I meant like pheromone arrows or something.
No.
Can't even
Alright.
blunt arrows, unfortunately.
That's what probably keep me from getting it then.
Once this is done, Kiri will have run over to the half-orc. Me running! And check and see how she's doing.
She's not in the best shape. And her wolf dog is distinctly worse for wear.
Okay. Alright, and quick question.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, how are you gonna have me with resurrection?
What do you mean?
Are you gonna let me cast this, even though it's past life and a higher level than my character is?
I would say that you're going to have to actually have access to the tier of spells before you can use it. That's normally how it works.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask, because I wasn't sure.
So if you want to swap out that spell to something that you can cast, like, say, Breath of Life or something like that, feel free to do so.
Oh, I already have Breath of Life. Actually, I was gonna see just how... First, seeing that they're non-Death's Door, how long have these guys... Have the comrades been alive? How long have they been dead? Is it long enough for Breath of Life to still work?
I need to double check how long Breath of Life has been, what the lasting time on Breath of Life is, because I can't remember, because it's been a while since I've seen that spell.
Last in Breath of Life...
is round.
Yeah.
2 rounds if it's mythic.
Yes.
I look at this lady.
Yeah. Let's see. Comes back, stabilizes. Nah, never mind. If the creature... if the negative amount is equal or greater to the Constitution score, then they remain dead.
Okay, Breath of Life, Pathfinder. I just have to read it myself just to...
Yeah, the creatures died within 1 round.
Oh, in which case, no, they've been dead longer than that, so, yeah.
Alright.
Well, that saves me asking Claudius about if he saw anything with the Death Watch on.
Well, dang it. Alright, well...
And, Kiri, the one you're standing in front of...
Yeah.
You recognize him.
Oh, no!
This would be Waite Arwyll, the one who called you over to the, and the latest, and the current head of the, and the current last descendant of the Arwyll family who founded the nearby mining town of Arwyll Stead.
Oh dear, this is awful. But alright, let's get over here and, the lady, she's gonna get a Breath of Life, so... Also, I reroll all 1s for healing.
Okay.
So, 5d6 plus 10?
And she's going to be using her own spells on the, hound.
1d6. 4, so that will be, because... Ignore the 1. 4... 12, 14. Alright, so it'll be 27 plus to her. And does it look like she's had any ability damage?
No.
Okay. Does she need any more?
she should be alright, and she's just going to be taking a look at her pooch, and then be with you in just a second. Just got to make sure that Bosker is alright.
Would you like me to heal your dog?
I've got a little bit of magic myself. Let me take a quick look at him first, and then if he still needs any,
Alright.
most appreciated.
Looking at the demons, do they disappear like they were summoned? Are they sent back to the plains, or how are they? How do
Will
they?
discorporate.
Alright,
And then they were summoned.
Their bodies do, and thanks for the help, by the way. Name's Vegazi.
Pleasure to meet you, Vigazi. Dylan says as he twirls his last arrow update before putting it back in his cloak.
Just so you can get a close look, she's half-foot woman, quite scuffed up at the moment, but in somewhat ragged leather armour, looks to be of decent quality, with a high-quality longbow.
Well, thank you for describing my new look.
So that's Vegazi.
okay.
And then there's Bosker, who is a wolf dog.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I have to ask everyone: is there anybody that doesn't like people near them in battle?
No.
No, for a kitty, it's always a good thing to be near a bunch of people. Channeling works better.
No,
It doesn't care.
I mean enemies.
Oh, I'll tend to stay at range.
Okay, anybody tending to stay at range? I got 3 people I can put tricks on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be
Anybody want a
range.
trick? Okay, those 2 that said they'll be at range, I'm putting tricks on you and a trick on me.
Okay.
Sorry, I tried to help
Yeah.
the scouts when I saw them, but I was running a bit late. These things have been hunting me for the last couple of days, and I thought I'd lost them, but they must have just got distracted.
Can you tell us what happened here?
So as I say, these and a few of the other devils have been hunting me for the last couple of days. I've been giving them a runabout through the forests and through the mountains. But,
How did they come to start hunting you?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
How did they come to start hunting you?
Not sure if there's anything recently to piss anything off. Might have something to do with the I mean, there's been a lot of increased action from the Hell's Fury tribe, so it could have something to do with those bastards.
I see.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, in fact, hang on, there should be one other body there which I've missed off, so it'll just be a second. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Need to grab that. I knew I was forgetting something, because this is what happens when you end up not being able to do all your prep. You end up forgetting things, folks. Yeah. In fact, I'm sure of it, because, well, that's one of my... Well, I suppose I should properly introduce myself. I'm technically an outcast of the Hell's Fury tribe, and the red skin bitch in the horned skull over there is my half-sister, Jagan the Blight. She's second in command to my mother, Kelsis. Before you is a red-skinned tiefling with only one eye, the other being scarred out. with a horned skull headdress. She's also wearing a necklace of raven feathers. That people could give me perception checks, please.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception. Skills. Perception.
Good luck getting anything by us.
No
Two nat 20s, a whole bunch of 30s.
That mixed in with the other feathers are a trio of black feather tokens. 2 of them for birds and 1 of them for a whip.
One for a what?
A whip.
They're feather tokens, you said?
Yeah. So... yeah, Kelseth must want me for something, not sure what. Oh, and also, for those of you who got a 30 or higher, you'll also notice something on one of Vigazi's fingers, which is a gold signet ring embossed with a double A.
What's the double A stand for?
She goes to Alcoholics Anonymous?
No, anyone who spots it can also make me a knowledge history check if you want.
Alright.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I don't have.
Alright.
I have it. So, let me get to it.
Okay, so... yeah, all 3 of you would be able to recognise that matches the description of Waite's uncle was a signet ring.
Say again?
The ring is most likely previously belonged to
this guy's uncle.
Yeah. Aramis Arwyll.
I think we'll take that back.
Excuse me? Why are you trying to take the
Take it back to the uncle, or to the whatever members left of the
family's been dead for a while, and technically Waite was the last member, but when I was given this on the day I left the Hell's Fury tribe, when I
I thought you said we found it on the dead ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said too. It was on the tiefling.
My bad. I thought it was on the dead tiefling. I'm sorry.
Vigazi is the one wearing it.
Okay.
Yeah, that changes things.
That changes things. I thought you said it was on the dead one.
Fair enough. Easy enough done.
Oh wait, so this guy's the most important person here?
Yeah.
Well,
I look
his
at him.
half-forked daughter might be a little bit more important now.
Well, I was going to say, he's the last in the line of the founders of the town that you're technically heading to. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was sort of a martial leader, but not a political one. And you know that impersonating him now that he's dead would probably be in bad taste if you intend to take his body back to the town.
Yeah, while this has been going on, Kitty has been doing prayers over the dead and has been trying to figure out the best way with... What transportation do we have? Do we have a cart?
At least, well, if nothing else, some of the if nothing else, at least one of the carts from that they were transporting stuff on has enough that you could carry them in.
Alright, yeah, she would have been working on that while they've been interrogating, but still listening, still looking.
So,
interrogating. We haven't broken that torture instruments yet.
Is anybody good at drawing?
No.
No.
Okay, so I look at the dead tiefling. Like, okay, At least I can show them what the person looks like now.
Well, you might want to take. I was gonna say, so you're just planning to leave her there, are you, or?
Huh? I don't know.
Kiri just kind of sighs and
It's
goes,
somebody's sister, right?
"We should probably bring her with
Half
us."
sister.
Yeah, Vagazi's half-sister. She's not exactly been speaking particularly well of her, though.
Yeah.
I should also note that she is very clearly a tiefling, if I hadn't made that clear before.
Yeah. Hence why half sister, different daddies.
Yeah, and from what you could guess, she's probably Hellspawn.
And the tiefling's the one looking at the dead tiefling, so...
Take her body. Maybe there's a bounty on her in the town.
Nothing else will give her a proper burial.
Plus, it'll explain the fact that I'm not her.
Oh.
I just look like her.
Oh, that Hellspawn tiefling is going to really enjoy that. Have a proper consecrated funeral. Ooh.
Oh, yes. That is what's going to...
Oh, by the way, you'd also notice that she's got a tattoo, which is the horned bow, the holy symbol of Aethys, one of the 4 queens of night, the Valkyrie of Hell.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to piss her off, I'm going to make that, just piss off her living soul. I'm going to make that a symbol of Desna.
Oh, I swear sometimes...
Paladins can be really mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a paladin, that's... Or is it? I think that's...
It's Copper Sense, the sad clown.
The paladin's the one giving her the proper burial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're giving her a proper consecrated funeral.
To Saren Ray hit that too.
Well, it was either going to be Sarenrae or it was going to be Iomadai, considering you're in Lastwall. Yes. Although I will say this is for those of you who want to know a bit more about Aethys, because you would know a little bit. She is the one of the 4 queens of night, Valkyrie of Hell. Her areas of concern are battle, revenge, and wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely woman, eh?
Should we take that as foreshadowing?
And thus we have why the sad clown is scary when it comes to disguise checks.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls a 3, gets a 36.
Holy crap! Okay, I don't feel as bad being able to add inspiration to a lot of things.
You shouldn't. This party does know how to go bonkers when they want to.
The sad part is I didn't even really try. I don't know how to with Pathfinder yet.
Well, if you need any help re-optimizing, I'm sure most of the group would be more than happy to, and if nothing else I can at another point.
Oh, I think I did fine with this character, honestly.
Yeah, well, if you want help for the next campaign and all that, we'll be more than happy to help out.
Sounds good.
So,
Which queen of the night is it?
Aethys.
Aethys, the Erinese queen.
Yes.
I pulled up her wiki.
Yes. The woman who is said to have rebelled against heaven and wandered
For those who want it.
the plains for 603 years, and now hates all things of good alignment and divinity.
I'm not sure what her voice sounds like, so I'm just going to mimic her voice.
So, it takes you a few hours, but as you're approaching towards evening, you do come upon the site of the town of Arwyll Stead. And yes, this is how fortified a small mining town is when it comes to Lastwall. Because when you're
About to say, that's a pretty well fortified place.
To be fair, remember, they are on the border with the whole of Belkzen.
Yeah, I read the whole thing on Lastwall. It was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two choices when it comes to neighbours in Lastwall. Either the home of the undead, or the home of the ravaging orc tribes. It's a bit like living in an actual. It's a bit about as close as you get in Pathfinder to living in the Pathfinder fantasy. I mean, in Warhammer Fantasy.
Alright, so. Okay, so. What do we want to do, everyone? We go to a guard, let them know what's happened, or.
We're probably going to need to, considering we're going to be heading to go through the gates, and we're going to carry
and we're pulling a cart full of dead bodies.
Kitty will have made sure that the bodies are covered.
When there's two devils just walking towards the gate.
Yeah.
You also would have found in your search one last thing, a ragged letter, which I'm just going to show to you. The attacks on the borderlands around town have obviously become more frequent and purposeful. I fear the orcs of the Hell's Fury tribe are plotting it can't be good, judging by their diabolical company. My scouts and I have still not been able to locate the squad that went missing last week, and as we discussed, I will continue searching along the banks of the Path River for any sign of our missing comrades before rendezvousing with you in town tomorrow morning. Terran. P.S. We are not alone in our search. I spotted an elusive hunt tailing my party for the past few days, though she is clearly benign since she has had ample opportunity to kill us in our sleep. She hasn't made her presence known in a little while, and I would not be surprised if you spotted her as well.
So that's probably P.S. is probably referring to what's
Vagazi.
Vagazi. Thank you. I was looking it up. You beat me to it.
Yes, but as you approach the fortified mining town, which whilst you are somewhat used to seeing fortified walls around the towns of Lastwall, this one does take you a bit by surprise with just how fortified it is. As you approach the gate, you are met by two fellows in decent armor with spears and shields. These are members of the Stead's guard. Halt. What's your business in the town?
We were traveling here due to being promised work from Wait. We met on a previous job, but sadly we encountered some devils which had already been doing in battle with some people, and I'll motion to the cart.
And I will point to my face and say, "This woman right here tried to kill that woman." And I'll look at the guard and remove the fact that I looked at him out of his head, and then remove that disguise to look like him.
Oh, great. Now he's looking in a mirror.
The guard is looking distinctly cross-eyed at this point. I'll go and get the mayor. He'll want to speak with you about this.
Horn just not my thing.
Any place we could have a sit down, maybe a drink while we wait?
We'll have to wait out here, I'm afraid, until the mayor can confirm the information. If the Wait invited you, then he should have left a note with the mayor, since he's out scouting at the moment. Eventually, three people return with the guard. The first introduces himself as Mayor Darrell Prow, a round-faced fellow with surprisingly impressive ginger mutton chops.
Looks like the English guy killed at the end of the short Good Hunting on Love, Robots, and Death.
Don't think I've watched that one yet, but
Love, Robots, and Death is a bunch of shorts on Netflix right now.
yeah, I know. I've just not.
Different animated stuff, different styles. So far, the best two have been Sunny's Edge and Good Hunting, as far as I'm concerned.
Fair enough. Second is a woman who introduces herself as Chauvin Orga. She is also has a pouch at her belt, which some of you would recognise as normally used for holding a harrow deck.
Ooh, a harrower. Varisian?
Potentially, although age and the age has somewhat made her quite pallid and her hair bleached white, so it's harder to tell. But you probably guess so.
No, I actually played a campaign where I played a harrower. That's why this is kind of like... Well, it's usually Varisians that are harrowers, so...
Well, there is a fairly large Varisian population in Lastwall. And the last one introduces himself as Gallus Krevak. He's an hunched over old man, mostly bald, and accompanied by an owl which looks nearly as old as he does.
He's the wizard.
Oh, him? He looks like my next disguise. I look at him.
You have a problem maintaining one face for more than a couple hours, don't you?
I forgot what I look like.
Hours? You mean minutes?
Oh, great! We've got someone with attention deficit disorder.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I'm really hoping you'll try and pull this with the next campaign, because I don't know if we can start doing it for multiple campaigns, Nashi.
I'll turn to them.
If for nothing else, I think I will run out of ways to describe people getting confused about what you've just done.
I think a lot of us are playing different types of characters in the next campaign.
Yeah, well, to an extent. I'll turn to them and greet them and go, "Hello. I hope our information was confirmed."
Yes. Since you come from this way, did you happen to run into Wait? He was supposed to be.
He's in the cart.
Yeah, and Kiri just is trying to wrestle with the facepalm and just goes, it may be best if we discuss that in a more private location.
Ellen gives our clown a dirty look.
Bloody hell. Well, yes, very well. Follow me, we'll discuss this in the Lucky Badger.
Mm-hmm.
We can at least I can make sure that we get at least some level of privacy. Most of the people will be out at work at the moment, so...
Yeah.
Let's get moving. We've prepared the bodies. We've brought 8 other belongings as well, plus any stuff that we need to get the family.
Alright, I'll just be a second whilst I move your characters over. And you can...
Thank you. Zoom.
Find yourself
Yay.
what you like, and then...
Whoa! What just happened? How do I have 2?
Carrie's got 2.
It's not me this time.
What? No, I only got one of me.
Oh, sorry. I'm still getting used to all the new voices. Ah! and the tiefling Oni sit on me.
Oh dear.
All right now, children, please sit yourselves down. Be adults about it. I know you're very young, but I'm certain you can manage it.
He'd have been fine if you wanted to sit in his lap.
And you're cuffed behind your ears.
She beat me to it. I would have. Jolene would have smacked you.
That's fine.
None of that
He pulls out his
now.
pipe, starts smoking.
I'm glad I'm wearing a mask.
You probably would have caved in your skull by the amount of times you facepalm at this point.
It's fine. You guys can move over there. It's just I was just popping in the token, so it's fine.
Mhm.
I just want to sit near my my body double.
You definitely have Gallus pinching his nose and the owl looking at you funny.
Don't worry, he's usually harmless to most people. Some people. A few people.
I don't think you're
at
helping
least
the situation.
At least like 3 or 4 people.
Alright, so I presume you have... So... Right, we'll need to...
A question, what happened to their half-orc friend?
Oh, I'll bring her over. Sorry, it was just...
Alright, yeah, I wasn't making sure I didn't get a chance to ask her what she was going to do.
Yeah, she's coming along just because things are getting kind of... Well, not interesting, but... yeah, she's... Strength in numbers and all that, and she's apparently being hunted by devils, so...
Yeah, don't blame her.
Is there a bartender here?
Yes, there will be. It's just I've not got the tokens set up because, again,
Okay.
Nearly half an hour.
I will go to the bartender's Gallus and be like, okay, we're going to need a lot of drinks. Mainly for me, but they'll probably want some too.
Right, you are. What you have? Wine, ale, mead.
You got Dragon Piss whiskey?
No, got some actually good whiskey, but... that.
Oh, Illinois is going to call out me.
There's always one in the group that drinks that rock gut stuff.
I'll sigh a little bit. I'm fine. I'll have some good stuff. You know, my old liver can't handle the good stuff most of the time, but I think I'll go with just this once.
Do you know how old you are?
No, I completely forgot about my original identity.
That explains, and that explains a lot, but I'm still only more concerned.
Why do I get the feeling that... why do I get the feeling that Copper would be better suited with pulling stuff from the horror adventures rather than the occult adventures at this point?
Because the occult horror books actually cross over really well.
That, and I'm just thinking, I'm sure there's an archetype in the horror one that's meant to be something along the lines of letting you imitate Voorhees. And Copper is definitely giving me a cross between Voorhees and Freddy Krueger vibes.
Jolene will have a glass of wine.
Eleanor will raise his hand and call out mead.
A good whiskey.
Right, no problem.
And I'll point to the real Gallus and be like, and I also need a glass of mead for my younger brother over there.
He looks over at Gallus. Usual. He gives a nod. Right. And when the barmaid brings it over, she sets a terracotta mug full of milk in front of Gallus.
Kitty just smiled.
I'm going to make a really odd reference, and I don't know if everybody will get it. Did you at least order it with a hair in it?
Oh my god! Really?
You know, well, if it's one of those tough bars, there's got to be at least a hair in it, a human hair in it, or something. You know.
I don't want to. I'm not sure if I get the reference, but no,
It was a really silly Western comedy.
Right. But,
Yeah.
No, I have ulcers, which your friend is not helping.
And Kitty just smiles and goes, "Well, more young people should drink the healthier things anyway." And you'll have noticed that Kitty would have ordered a tea.
I don't even need to eat. I just enjoy myself.
You should count yourself lucky. I've known GMs who have banned the Ring of Sustenance.
I didn't want to blame you. I'm also not the only one here. What?
I'm not a fan of banning most things. I don't mind the Ring of Sustenance.
But yeah, if we're doing like a survival campaign, it would just be unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair.
That's most of the times it gets banned. It's like you guys are supposed to be, you know, you wash up on shore, you get one item, and you got to survive. And sure enough, there's always somebody whose character had a Ring of Sustenance already. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I can understand the frustration there, because that's trying to break the game.
Alright, so Kitty just goes, "I'm very sorry for the loss that we have to report."
Yes, it's going to be a problem. The last of the Arwyll Stead. That's going to be an issue.
It's multiple issues, really, considering it wasn't just something like orcs attacking him. We found devils.
So the Hell's Fury tribe are living up to their name again. Joy.
Yep. Quite a few.
You at least managed to... Well, at least you managed to take out the Blight, which is quite impressive. We've been trying to get her and the rest of the Kelsis brood for years.
We weren't sure who declined the killing blow on her, but she was actually dead when we got here.
At which point, the Ghazi will speak up. Arwyll got the killing blow on her, but last spell was what finished him off. I tried to help, but the host devils had me pinned down.
Yeah, they didn't seem to like you very much.
I can support this. She was fighting the devils when we arrived. She wasn't doing well. No offense.
Considering I cut them down to a third of their original numbers when they started hunting me, and I hadn't slept for the last 2 days, I think I was doing alright. But you're right, had you not arrived, I wouldn't have made it out of there. Which probably means Kelsa would have gotten her hands on me.
Yeah, great.
Why would Kelsa want to get her hands on you? The Ghazi, was it? Yes.
I'm going to let her answer that herself.
Yes. I am technically the eldest child of, well, one of the 3 eldest children of Kelsa. I'm considered the outcast of the family because, well, I was considered weak, too soft. Unlike my twin brothers, who were taken by our grandfather to be trained as potential heirs. You see, when we were born when Mother fell in love with a human. She was supposedly softer then. And grandfather was outraged. He was disgusted that she would sire mixed blood children, but thought that at the very least my twin brothers, Gratch and Corlum, could be of use as potential fighters. I was put in charge of looking after the beasts. I had a bit of an affinity for them. But eventually, the abuse just got worse and worse, particularly after Mother killed my grandfather and were renaming the tribe to the Hell's Furies. At which point, a couple of years later, she began. Well, she'd already converted to the worship of Aetheth, and through her worship, she was granted 4 more children. No, 5 more children. Sorry, nearly forgetting about Bax. There's Jagan, the Blight, who's already died. Ogasha, who was referred to as the Steel Daughter after she first began to manifest her abilities. Ilka, who's a surprisingly talented druid, but a cruel one with it. Ivoga, who's always been on the outside for them. Closest one to me, I think, even if she is a tiefling. A skilled summoner. And then there was little Bax. Youngest and least favoured, save for myself. Her infernal blood ran weakest. So Mother tried to reject her and burned her face when she was very young. Now she's a scout and an assassin. Last I saw of her.
I'm not even going to try and spell his names. Like, Chris, could you type this out at some point?
Yeah, I'll put them in player notes.
Thank you.
During this break, I'll sort of assuage any other concerns. We also found this letter. I'll pass over the one Weatherly found.
Okay. Right, I'm going to put the infernal daughters first, and then go with the other twins in a second. Well, that's in order, but once people know about Waite's death, we're going to be facing a real crisis of morale. The 3 of us are going to have to work really hard now that he's not in charge. Great, that's going to be interesting.
Well, we came here for work. You won't be doing it alone. We're 7 of the best you could.
Oh, you have my thanks. If you wouldn't mind staying till at least tomorrow, so we can put together a proper service for Waite, I'm sure he'd want you to attend.
I doubt that will be an issue. Leon says as he glances to everyone.
And I'll pay for you to have the night stay here. It's not a problem.
Thank you.
I'm going to need my bed with I have such a bad back.
To which Gallus will just give you a quick swat with a cane, going, "Oh please, I'm actually 80 and I'm not complaining about a bad back. You don't get to do that while wearing my face. I'm not a whiner."
Mr. Ulcers.
At that, Kiri will be pulling you on the ears and just like, no, none of that.
Yeah, you kind of earned that one. I'll reach over and slap the opposite side.
I'll disguise weapon and start hitting them with my cane.
Let's just leave that now, shall we? Okay, so the names for the Infernal Daughters and the twins are... Oh, and I should probably put in the mother, the Chief of Fury. The Fury Chief
Yeah.
as well. Okay, so that's all the names in the party notes.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, I've not put the dead one in, but I don't think he needed that one because... Actually, I'll put it in anyway.
I think we could get away with not worrying about her.
Yeah, but I'll just put it in anyway, just because...
Mm-hmm.
I'll put deceased next to hers as well.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It's just going to be a couple of seconds whilst I just go and...
Mm-hmm.
What a life.
We've got about half an hour to go, and the next bit's going to be quite heavy. I think we're going to call it here for tonight, folks.
Alright, again, sorry everybody.
It's alright.
Life is stupid.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
As I can highly attest, thanks to the last few days. Oh, by the way, I've not put up any new test videos yet. I'm probably going to try and do that tonight. With the new tech.
No worries. I just hope that the suggestions I gave will be helpful.
So do I, because if not, I really don't know if I did stuff tonight. But anyway, hope you folks enjoy. Back with Daughters of Fury next week, where I will have had time to do all my necessary setup, and we'll get to see where how you lot handle the Daughters of Fury.
Well, this will be fun, considering, again, I have not been able to do half of what I can do.
Yeah.
I'm already so relieved considering the fact that I saw that you have channel.
Oh, not only do I have channel, but every time I channel, for the next 2 rounds, everyone has a +3 to their armor. And if I channel to harm, they have a -3 penalty to their armor.
I hope you've at least got selective channel.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, that's good, because otherwise that would be so funny.
And I channel, and I use 8d6.
Nice.
For my channel, yeah.
Magnus, if you want to see a surprisingly effective sort of AoE stuff, look at the cleric's channel and all the channeling feats it has. It can have some insane debuffs.
Oh, I already have I actually have 2 magical items that I can use for channel that can do harm, as well as something that kind of works as channel, healing flames, which the only one character may have an issue with. Also, I have another spell which I may give to the frontline fighters called Guardian of Faith. It acts as a shield of faith and a protection from evil, chaos, law, good, whatever. But the best part about this is people can switch it around with touch.
Let's see.
Nice.
I'm just waiting to be able to tell someone they're shamefully overdressed.
Considering how Kiri is literally decked out head to foot in stuff that